As I've stated in other videos, everything that I have that I'm talking about, I bought with my own hard-earned money, and I tried it out myself many times. I've tried about 10 to 15 different vaporizers at all different price ranges, from $20 all the way up to $125. And of all the ones that I've done, the two that I've selected here are my two favorites. I'm never going to say these are the two best, because that's a real subjective thing, and it's just an opinion anyways. But these are my two favorites, and they're two distinctly different vape pens. And just because one has the advantage over the other on some features doesn't make the other one inferior at all, because this appeals to two different styles. And of all the ones that I tested, these two were my favorites. They're both ceramic bucket type vaporizers. I don't like anything that has an exposed coil. I've heard the advertisements. I've heard people say, yeah, that coils are, you get the best flavor, whatever that means, because I get good flavor out of everything. But the ceramic burns things a lot cooler than exposed coils. And exposed coils, you waste a lot of wax, especially wax, which dissolves easily. So what I like is the all ceramic buckets. This one appeals to those who like to use softer extracts like sap or batter. There's all kinds of names for that, but it's kind of like honey or molasses. This one works better for wax, shatter, some of the harder ones. This works on the harder ones too, but I'll tell you where this one has an advantage, but it also has what some may view a drawback. This one lasts longest because it burns the coolest. There's a chip in the battery that shuts off the power to the chamber when it senses that the chamber is getting too hot. So you don't feel the heat as much. Where the Puffco, in the manual, they tell you don't take more than 4 pulls at a time because it overheats. The chamber touches the outer wall on this one. It does not on the Stella. So the Stella burns cooler, but the drawback that some may find is that there are smaller vapors. So this one is better by a long shot for the softer extracts, and one where you need some dexterity from the device itself. The reason why is this spoon. This is a very creative way of Puffco to get around that problem of dealing with molasses type extracts like this one. So what you do with this is you put the spoon in, and you can see that this is not a simple or clean process. This is a small, you can imagine taking a little tool and then trying to put it in a bucket without this spoon. This is about all you want to put in there, by the way, because this bucket will handle it all. And the beauty of this is that you just take this and you drop it in, you screw this back on, and you're ready to go. Now, when you have a different kind of extract, you don't mind that you get a smaller vapor cloud, because trust me, you will feel the effect even with the smaller, more modest vapors. Here's a bucket. And when you have this type of extract, a harder one, then it's much easier to load and it drops right in. Don't put any more than I just put in. That's a day's supply, folks. This is about 20 pulls, so you're not going to need anything else. What I pulled in here will get you 5 or 6 really good pulls. So you'll get a bigger vapor with this and a longer life with this one, albeit with smaller vapors. These are both very tastefully done design-wise. The button is really their logo, which is really great. And the only is in the bottom. Dr. Dabber puts the Stella and Dr. Dabber on it, which I don't know why they did that. It's very hidden, though. It's very out of the way, so it doesn't detract from the design. This one is easier to clean because it burns cooler. The tip doesn't get as dirty. And so you just put a cotton swab into this and this end, and you just pop it back on, and that's really all you need to do. Now let's take a hit with this one. You need to preheat this a little bit first. You can see it's a modest vapor cloud, and I took a long drag on it. The reason why is the battery keeps the chamber cool, and so the vapor comes out much slower and much more wispier. Let's take a hit with this one. It's a little bigger hit. So people ask me, which one do you like? Well, I hate to be a cop-out, but I like them both because they're for different reasons and different occasions. My suggestion is that you buy both of them because both of them you can't go wrong. So if you take this and you put it into a nice little pen case, all you corporate soldiers out there, look how nice this looks. I wish I had this when I was working in the corporate world so I could take a hit in the bathroom before a boring meeting. So corporate soldiers, carry on. Thanks for watching.